From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast.
From Wish TV, I'm Derek Dennis with your News 8 Daybreak Drive-In for Wednesday, July 1st. A spike in heat-related calls to Indiana EMS. Heat exhaustion, the most common complaint. What caused an Indianapolis flight bound for Houston to turn around and land? And big news from the NBA, and it's a slam dunk for Indy. Next.
For a small business owner, every day is full of surprises. Some great, some not so great. Like when a client cancels their order at the last minute. But here's a surprise you will like. Progressive provides small business owners with 30 customizable coverage options to help keep their business going strong. So go ahead, surprise yourself. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates and third-party insurers. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The extreme heat causing a spike in heat-related calls to Indiana Emergency Medical Services. Dr. Mark Liao has seen plenty of heat emergencies in his 7 years with the Indianapolis EMS. Over the past few days, he's noticed a sharp increase in heat-related calls. Heat-related illnesses can range from mild to life-threatening. Liao says it's important to know the warning signs. If you need a place to cool off, there are several cooling centers across the city and the region, including Indy Park's pools, splash pads, and local libraries. You can also dial 211 to find the nearest cooling center. Keeping parks safe for families, the Northwest Community Resource District Council held a town hall meeting attracting concerned neighbors, IMPD officials, local leaders, and park rangers last night. And while police say crime is down, Reverend Tony Alexander says more needs to be done. He says he's noticed children and families just aren't visiting parks like they used to with safety in mind. He says our parks can be family friendly and they can be safe with our youth enjoying our parks with their families. Alexander is encouraging the community, IMPD, park officials, and others to work together to keep the park safe by continuing the dialogue. The FAA is investigating a United Airlines flight bound for Houston that had to turn back around and land in Indianapolis. It happened after a passenger caused a disturbance shortly after takeoff. Officials say the passenger tried to move up the aisle but was stopped by another traveler. Airport police detained the passenger after the plane landed safely. The flight later departed again for Houston, and the incident did not disrupt operations. A local man has found a more exciting way to beat the heat. Bill Wright is using this heat wave as an excuse to break out some old-fashioned jet skis. Wright says this is the first time he's had a chance in a while to get the watercraft out in the White River. His advice to others, stay cool, but be careful. He says don't just get in a kayak and go somewhere. Don't get on a jet ski and not have someone show you how to use it. And don't just think you can swim, wear a life jacket. All good advice. In News 8 Sports, big news from the NBA announcing this season's NBA Cup Championship game will be played right here in Indy at Hinkle Fieldhouse. The league's in-season tournament title game will be held Friday, December 11th at the home of the Butler Bulldogs. This will be the first time the NBA Cup Championship will be outside of Las Vegas.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Truckers aren't just moving goods. They're making sure bakers get their chocolate chips and hotels get their tiny soaps. But truckers can't do this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive has over 360 heavy truck employees to help truckers stay on time and on track. Quote truck insurance today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Your forecast from Storm Track Aid. Wednesday will be another scorching hot day, mostly sunny, starting with a low of 75 degrees, then quickly warming up to a high of 94. From Wish TV, I'm Derek Dennis. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more on demand and on the go, connect to Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Truckers aren't just moving goods. They're making sure bakers get their chocolate chips and hotels get their tiny soaps. But truckers can't do this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive has over 360 heavy truck employees to help truckers stay on time and on track. Quote truck insurance today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
For a small business owner, every day is full of surprises. Some great, some not so great. Like when a client cancels their order at the last minute. But here's a surprise you will like. Progressive provides small business owners with 30 customizable coverage options to help keep their business going strong. So go ahead, surprise yourself. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates and third-party insurers. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.